I don't really know what I just filmed. So this is my disclaimer video, or like clip. This is my disclaimer clip. I was just feeling some type of way, and this is what came out. So again, this is for me. This is for anyone who feels lost, confused, like needs a friend, whatever. Here it is. I never know how to start these, but I am just gonna start by saying it took me way too long to get something for that. And I need to eat a strawberry. For whatever reason, I get so nervous talking, and that's something that I'm working on. In school even, like when I have to read off of like when I'm reading a textbook out loud, my brain doesn't register all the words very well. So that's like kind of why I end up living in my own little world, because everything in my space makes sense. So something I've really had to learn is just the patience to accept change and accept that I can't always have things just so right so that I can function. That the main point of living is to expand and to grow and expand your mind, expand your tolerance, your patience, your happiness, your depth in what you can accept for sadness and for loss and pain. There's like a depth that comes with being human. This is inevitable. This is something that we don't sign up for, but we have in common. That we all have basic needs and genetically encoded, like, what am I trying to say? Like, basic functions, like our emotions and our hardwiring in our minds. And right now, my brain, like, this is like, again, I'm trying to be honest and I'm just trying to flow. So this is always going to be out of flow, but like right now my brain wants to revert back to the way that I would have done a video before, or the way that I would have come across, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to go the other way. So I'm trying to have new ideas and to come across in a new way and to explain things in a structured way that people can get maybe some entertainment out of this, but also learn something and understand that I take this very seriously. So this is like a part of being me, and a part of what I'm sharing is the way that I speak and the way that I come across, depending on the day, depending on how I eat, depending on absolutely everything, basically. Depending how I want my day to go, like I need to have control, not externally, but internally. And I need to just tell myself, keep going, you're doing the right thing, everything will come together if you just keep moving forward. And right now I feel in a very different frame of mind from when I did a video, like when I've done other videos. And there's tons that I don't post, that's why I speak about multiple, but it's not that I'm putting on a persona. I'm trying not to put on a persona, and by not doing that, I feel very vulnerable and very anxious. The way that I move about in the world is very authentic. There's a fly. And I'm trying to come across as okay. Like, this is weirdly hard for me today. But this is a good, like, it's good because, like, maybe I just need to shut myself off and just speak. I just feel super vulnerable right now because I'm in a weird frame of mind, and I don't always feel that way. And so right now I feel like I'm coming off robotic. And I don't know how that's going to translate when I watch it back, and this is exactly what I'm making it for, so then I can see my behavior and see the different, like, just what, I don't know, just what I'm doing. I'm losing like train of thought. I get frustrated because I don't have the control in my life, sober, to move about in the way that I want to or that I deem appropriate. And this fly, I'm letting myself like get distracted, and I don't want to be. I want to tell myself this is going to turn out good. This video has a message to share. This video will speak to even one person and just let them know that they're not alone. We've been discussing anger and patience this week. Whenever we talk about something really specific like that, my brain obviously festers up on the things that make me angry, or and what makes me just like what has taught me patience and what I'm impatient about, and it just like brings to surface lots of different things. So I started this video not angry, and now in the middle of it, I'm feeling myself getting upset because I, again, have to sit down and think about these things. So this is why we're doing this. By the time I actually have an idea for how this video is supposed to go, I'll have eaten all my strawberries. Can we be real for a minute? We'll be real. It's so hard to be creative on antipsychotics. Like, the level of effort it takes to push yourself to get up in the morning and create a life that's actually worth living when you know you're not allowed to kind of step outside of the box that you have to be put in. And I'm not saying it's not helpful, because in a lot of ways it is, but this is just something that, like, it burns me inside. Like, it just burns that I can't function right now without it. And there's like 1.5 million things that I can blame, like society being like a part of it, all the use of like electricity and technology that just like messes with our human systems and like our energy fields and like the way that we're supposed to be on a part of this planet, like taking care of it. Like, it's sick, and we are seriously like becoming just sicker and sicker and sicker. And most days I can handle it. But we've been talking, you see this? We've been talking about rage and about anger management, not just rage, anger, the emotion anger. And I never seen myself as an angry person, but I did angry people stuff. And lots of it. Like, so much of it. Like, from like childhood to now. And sometimes it's like you just feel like such a shitty person, and that you want to apologize to like every single person that's like ever had to cross your path when you weren't in your right mind. But I was in my right mind. Like, I don't want to freak anyone out, but this is like what happens in group therapy. You're able to express like emotion and how you feel, and then we get on with it, okay? So currently, my feelings from this week have been just lots of guilt, lots of like just shame, and just like feeling sick because all the anger that has ever accumulated in my life like has gotten me to the places that I've been. And I'm really thankful. And so I feel like a fraud sometimes. And I think that a lot of people feel that way. Honestly, I think that we've all done like shitty stuff. Like I was like extremely abusive like as a child. Like I would just like throw fits and like I just like I don't know why, because I had such a soft spirit and I had no idea why. And the more you learn about yourself and your past and have a relationship with the inner child and the spirit and all things in between, like literally in between physical you and like down to like the inner you, organs and stuff, I'm saying. Like, I need a relationship with myself fully and able to like to move in the world. So because I'm so extreme, I have to like be toned down. So that tones down the healing process. That tones down what I know. That tones down what I can receive. And so like even though I want to receive like love and compassion and like socializing and you know like feeling confident about school and feeling confident about you know dressing the way I do, looking the way I do, interacting with strangers, feeling good about myself, but also like trying to trim the baggage that I've been carrying this whole time. And like that's what I try to tell myself. That's what I write about is as you're growing, as your plants grow, right? You're trimming off the dead leaves, you're trimming off the excess, you're putting in new soil, you're just understanding that with growth, like you must trim the fat, and nobody deserves to live life feeling like they have a ball and chain on them. Whatever your ball and chain is, whatever your poison is, whatever your trauma is, it's heavy, you know? It's so fucking heavy. I'm sorry. But I just don't know how to properly release that without doing this work first. And this work involves me getting to where I know I want to be and then becoming myself again and slipping into that lifestyle. And that is hard, but we are adaptable as human beings. We adapt. We're like chameleons, okay? We will sort out the environment, understand it. It'll be uncomfortable for a while. It'll take time. It'll hurt. Change hurts. But change doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. And all this baggage around you that it's comfortable to look at and be around and trick you into thinking that it's filling the hole inside, it's the wrong thing to fill it with. We're cutting it off, okay? All of us together, we're cutting it off, like right now. Like, get fucking serious about yourself. Draw up the life that you want. Design it. Write it on a poster. What is it calling it? Vision board. Get on Canva. Get on PixArt. Get on Pinterest. Get creative. Use what the freaking universe gave you. If you're traumatized, if you're dealing with addiction, if you're in recovery, if you're, if you have to take medication, if you're trying to get off medication, like, there's people around you everywhere. And we're all in this shit together. But it sucks when you feel like you're doing it alone. Okay? So I just had to get that off my chest. I knew that like needed to come out. I just feel tired. I know you guys feel tired too. We fucking tired, bro. This fucking life is hard. Like, this society, like, it's not that it's hard. It's that we're operating while we're sick. If we weren't so sick, it wouldn't be that hard. But we're sick. All of us, yeah. Like, in some way or form, like, we need community. Like, we need people to stand up and give a crap. And that's my share. I had like a really messed up dream last night as well. Dreams, like, are so intense for me. Sometimes they're really vivid, sometimes they're not. But when I'm there, like, I am there. Like, my soul is in a whole other dimension. Like, it's intense. Okay, so now we're gonna digress the dramatics, and I'm gonna switch back into facilitator role. So this is what we would do, okay? So we're gonna have like our event session. I hope that you had event session. It's really important to have event session, whether that's with a friend, whether you write a letter, type it in your phone, dance it out, sing it out, so many ways. Get it out, get it visible, understand it so you can, feel it out. Where is it at? Rate yourself, scale of 1 to 10. How angry am I? How irrational am I being? Something like that. And then work with it. Work with it if it's becoming a pattern. If it's one of those just like situational anchors, then that's life. Get over it. No, I'm kidding. Every time I kid, I lose train of thought, and I'm like, I'm a comedian. And I'm like, no, you gotta be a psychologist first. Okay, back to it. Maybe this just really calls for like a meditation. Okay, we're gonna try something a little different today. I'm going to just speak this. Sometimes I record them for meditations, and sometimes I record them just to listen to, but I think I'll speak this one. Again, I'm practicing, and I'd like to be able to do this in person and for people if they feel connected to me in that way. But we're gonna do like an educational guided meditation. That's why I have my meditation voice on. Yeah, so feel free to close your eyes. My grandma taught me one hand to the ceiling, one hand to the floor, one hand to the sky. Feel the energy running through you, and you will, I promise. Take a deep breath in. Relax it out. Switch hands. Deep breath in. Relax it out. Deep breath in. Catch it at the top and let it out. Catch it at the bottom, breathe it in. Catch and out. Catch it in. Repeat this cycle. Catching it at the top, catching at the bottom. A steady rotation, consistent and flowing. Wherever your hands are at, just place them both up to the sky. And allow the nourishment to pour in. Feel your hands become warm. They may even have a glowing light on them. They may become heavy. But let it pour in for a moment. It may seep down into your hand and rush through your arms. Or it might just spill out the sides, like an overflowing cup. But allow that nourishment to come into your body as you openly receive the goodness. Now we've been talking anger all week. Things have been brought up. Memories, triggers, traumas. Things that we can't change. Things that happen. And things we can choose to move forward from. And today we will. If your hands at any point feel a little bit too heavy, just gently place them in your lap. Keep that steady flow of breath. Don't rush. Don't judge yourself if you skip a breath. If it helps to visualize flowing oil or flowing honey, constant, smooth, keep it going. And now just feel what your body is telling you, if there's a tingling in your hands, if your shoulders are becoming looser with every breath, if your nervous system is becoming more and more relaxed. The longer you're here, the more time your brain has to calm down and adapt to the space that we're in. It may feel uncomfortable at first. You may want to get up and move, turn the video off, but just stay if you can for a little while longer and be with this feeling. Our human bodies are capable of experiencing so much within. When we're happy and joyful, there also is room to feel jealousy or even discomfort in your joy. But don't let that overtake your joy. But let it serve as a reminder that we are capable to feel many things at once, but ultimately we are in control. And just alike, when we experience anger, we have the ability to find some positive light in the situation. Something that stops us from boiling over. This power resides within your body as a muscle in your brain that is malleable, resilient, and wishes to grow. Through emotional regulation, coming back to center, we are able to act as the observer to our emotions and see them all individually as they are. How they are there to help you, keep you safe, bring you positive experiences, help you feel things, and also to keep you from danger, keep you from suffering, sometimes to teach us a lesson about pain. But no, you are not your emotions. You are the observer, here to experience. And just take a look through the mind's eye at your emotions floating in your head. The joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and anger. And show gratitude for all the ways that they have served you up until now. And if you wish, you can send them some love, each and every one. And know that there's a relationship to be had with each. Notice how you're feeling now. Now that your emotions have been tended to, they've been thought about, trimmed away, memories or baggage attached to them, and they're just there. Bask in this feeling, center of oneness, where it's just you. You're still here. It's just us. Because I am too. And we are here to experience, to love, to create. And when you're ready, if you're practicing with me, you can begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Gently move the arms, the wrists. And come back to the room. If you got to the end of that, know that I'm ever so grateful and so proud of you, because that takes a lot of patience, perseverance, and you did it. And that will probably be one of the most unique things that you do today. But know that you can always return. And I hope that I see you again, or we learn something else. Because this is our journey. And it'll unfold however it's meant to. Have a good day. One more thing. I didn't do yoga today, and I am at my dad's place. So, this is where the feelings, are, because half of my week I'm in one place and another half I'm in another. And I just, again, do your yoga, please. Even if it's on the ferry. Do the morning routine. Get a morning routine. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's lathering your face in 3 different oils and doing a face mask. I don't care if it's a shower. I don't care if it's yoga. And I'm talking to everyone. Pick 3 things that you do in the morning and stick to them to the day you die. I swear to God, you're going to be the happiest person in the room. It doesn't matter if you're the only one in there because you're happy. Okay, now I'm done. This video is a mess.